Good evening students, welcome to basic electrical lectures, and today is class number 4. In this lecture we are going to discuss how to find effective resistance for a given electrical network, and this concept is very much required to solve problems on DC circuit, and this is the last concept. In the next lecture we can directly solve problems on DC circuits. So guys, please subscribe and share and like our lectures and promote as many friends you have. We can start how to find effective resistance. Before that, I need to revise some concept. So this concept is very important to solve problems for DC circuits. What is that concept? Concept number 1. Two resistors R1 and R2. Okay, I have written like this. Dear students, how these two resistors are connected? Series or parallel? Yes, it is connected. Elements are connected in series. So you can write elements are connected in series. Elements are connected in series. Okay, very good. Next, second concept. Now, how these two elements are connected? R1 and R2. How these two elements are connected? Series or parallel? Yes. Yes, very good. These two elements are connected in parallel. Write the same sentence, and the elements are connected in parallel. Very good. Next, this one is very important. So, I am writing a T network. So, these are the resistors R1, R2 and R3. All are connected like this. Now, can you say whether it is series circuit or parallel circuit? So, in this network, if you identify which elements are in series and which elements are in parallel, then you can easily solve problems on DC circuit. It becomes very easy. Okay, let's see. So, some students are thinking R1 and R2 may be connected in series, or they are confident R1 and R2 are connected in series. No, that is not correct. See, what do you mean by series? For every element, there is starting end and finishing end. Starting end, finishing end. Series means end to end connection should be there. For example, the finishing end of first resistor connected to starting end of second resistor. So therefore, you should have end to end connection. So then only you can say the elements are connected in series. Okay, got it? So now, look at here. If you decided R1 and R2 are connected in series, yes, they are connected in series. There is no interruption for those end-to-end connection. Now they are connected in series. Now, if R3 resistor is not connected here, then you can decide R1 and R2 are connected in series. Concept is there should not any disturbance or interruption for the end-to-end connection. Okay, then only you can say those elements are connected in series. But what is actual network? What is actual network? R3 is disturbing, so therefore we cannot get series combination between these two. Now check about these two. R1 and R3 are in series? No. Why means for that end-to-end connection. Look at here. Finishing end, starting end, finishing end. Starting, finishing, starting, finishing. End to end connection. No disturbance. You can say these two are connected in series. What is actual network I written? Yes. R2 is disturbing this end to end connection. Therefore, I cannot go with series combination of R1 and R3. And the next is R2 and R3. Are these two are connected in series? Yes, it is connected in series if there is no disturbance. Now R2 and R3 are connected in series. But what is actual network? For this combination, R1 is disturbing. Therefore, what you can conclude in these three resistors R1, R2 and R3, there is no series combination between them. Okay. Now you can think about parallel. What do you mean by parallel? starting end of each resistors connected to one common point, finishing end of each resistor connected to another common point. Then you can say those elements are connected in parallel. Now look at here. So this is starting end, finishing end. Okay, starting end, finishing end. Finishing end of R1 and R3 are connected to one common point. Starting end of R1 and R3 are not connected anywhere. Are not connected anywhere. If these two are connected like this, then you can conclude R1 and R3 are connected in series. Sorry, parallel. Then you can decide R1 and R3 are connected in parallel if these two ends are connected. Okay. So now R1 and R3 finishing end connected to one common point, starting end not connected to anywhere. So therefore we cannot make parallel combination between R1 and R3. Got it? And the next part is, if you decided R2 and R3 are connected in parallel. Yes, this is starting end, finishing end. Starting end connected to one common point, finishing end is not connected to anywhere. So therefore, you cannot decide R2 or R3 are in parallel. Okay. Next, if you decided R1 and R2 are in parallel, see, this is starting end, finishing end. Finishing end of R1 and R2 connected to one common point. Starting end of these two elements are not connected to anywhere. Suppose if I connect like this, then you can decide R1 and R2 are in parallel. But it is not connected in actual network. So therefore, what we can conclude, the above network is neither series nor parallel network. No. Okay, it is neither series nor parallel network. It is neither series nor parallel network. Guys, this one is very important to decide how to identify the elements are in series and the elements are in parallel. Got it? So don't remember this concept. If you forget this, then totally you won't get any marks in DC circuits. Okay, got it? So in exam, DC circuits 100% will ask problems only. Okay, got it? Like we can solve problems on how to find effective resistance. Why? Because for every network there will be elements, maybe resistor or inductor or capacitor. For VTU syllabus, we are going to study only the elements or resistance only. So they will ask what is current flowing in that respective resistor, what is voltage across certain resistor, like that they will ask. To find that, you must know the effective resistance of the entire network. See, effective resistance means the whole network will become one resistor. That is called effective resistance or total resistance or equivalent resistance. Got it? So like we can solve questions on that so that you will get very familiar. Like look at your question. Find the effective resistance between the terminals A and B for the following networks. Like we can solve first question. The resistors I am writing on the board. You can take any values. Like I will take 10 ohms, 20 ohms and 20 ohms. In between I am connecting again in 10 ohm resistance. Okay, these are the terminals A and B. You have to find what is effective resistance between the terminals A and B. Effective resistance means only one resistor. The entire network will going to become one resistor. So before that, you need to identify which elements are in parallel, which elements are in series. See, now look at here. If you think, say starting and finishing end, starting, finishing, starting, finishing, starting and finishing. If you think 10 ohm and 20 ohm are in series, yes, it is correct. If this is not connected here, okay. See, now there is no disturbance for this two elements end-to-end connection. Okay, therefore you can decide these two are connected in series. But what is actual network? There is disturbance. You cannot make series combination between these two. Okay, next one. If you decide this 10 ohm and this 10 ohm are in series, yes, it will be series if there is no disturbance. Look at here. Now these two elements are connected in series. Got it? But in actual network there is disturbance. So therefore this 10 ohm resistance does not have series combination between 20 ohm and 10 ohm. Now check about last one, 20 ohm resistance. So if these two are not connected, okay, now you can decide these two elements are connected in series. See 10 ohm and 10 ohm. Is there any disturbance for this end to end connection? No disturbance. Then you can decide those are connected in series. But in actual network, this 10 ohm is connecting here, disturbance. Okay, now this 10 ohm is connected here. Yes, there is a disturbance. So what you can conclude, this 10 ohm resistor does not have any series relation between these resistors. Okay, therefore you cannot relate this with this. Now think alone this network. Okay, now look at here, 20 ohm starting in, 10 ohm starting in, 20 ohm starting in, finishing in, finishing in, finishing in. Starting end of 20 ohm, 10 ohm and 10 ohms, 20, 10 and 20 ohms all are connected to one common point. Then finishing end is connected to another common point. Therefore, you can conclude these resistors are connected in parallel. So, see the same network 10 ohm, I can write like this. The same network 10 ohm, I can write like this. Okay. Now all these resistors are connected. All these resistors connected parallel. What is earlier? It was connected with, like in this way, in the diagonal way. Okay. To confuse the students, they will write the diagram like that. Okay. So now you can write. Okay. These elements are connected in parallel. Okay. Got it? Now find effective resistance of this. How many resistors are in parallel in this network? 3 resistors. What are those? Okay. Whenever you have more than 2 resistors in parallel, remember this formula, right? 1 in the numerator divided by 1 by first resistor, okay, plus 1 by second resistor, plus 1 by another resistor, that is 20 ohms. Okay, now 1 by 20, 1 by 20. What happens? 2 by 20. So 1 divided by 2 by 20 plus 1 by 10 is equal to, what is 2 by 20? 1 by 10. 1 by 10 plus 1 by 10. What is this? 1 by 10 plus 1 by 10? 2 by 10. So what is 1 divided by 2 by 10? 10 by 2. What is 10 by 2? 5 ohms. What are all these resistor values? So finally I got this whole network reduced to 5 ohms. After that you can redraw the network. So resistor A, terminal A and B, what is this resistance value? 10 ohm. What is the final answer of this combination? 5 ohms. The answer for this combination is 5 ohms. Okay, now is there any disturbance for end-to-end connection? No disturbance. So therefore, now you can decide these two elements are in series. These two elements are in series. In series, what is the effective resistance? Sum of all the resistances. 10 plus 5 is 15 ohms. Therefore, the effective resistance between the terminals A and B is 15 ohms. Addition of this 10 plus 5 is 15. Otherwise, you can draw the network. Okay, terminal A and B. Okay, what is the effective resistance? 15 ohms. Okay, got it, guys? Understood? So this is about first problem. Okay, pause the video and then copy down. Okay, now second problem. Okay, copy down the network. Okay, these are the terminals A and B. So I will give the resistor values: 6 ohm, 3 ohm, 18 ohm, 20 ohm and 10 ohm. What is the effective resistance between the terminals A and B? What is the effective resistance between the terminals A and B? Okay guys, now think about this. 6 ohm and 3 ohm are connected in parallel because starting and finishing and finishing connected to one common point. Suppose if you decided 6 ohm and 18 ohm are connected in series, means that is correct if there is no disturbance. See, now there is no disturbance. Therefore you can decide 6 ohm and 18 ohm are connected in series. But in actual network, this 3 ohm is disturbing for that end-to-end connection. Got it? Similarly, if we decide 3 ohm and 18 ohm are in series, means for that end-to-end connection there should not any disturbance. Okay, then only you can say this and this are connected in series. But in actual network, this 6 ohm is disturbing. Therefore, 18 ohm resistance does not have series combination between these two elements. Got it? Now therefore think alone this. Think alone this. So yes, they are connected in parallel because starting in connected to one common point, finishing in connected to another common point. So therefore, you can write a dotted circle like this and you can write parallel. Okay. You write the first original question, later you start simplifying. Don't modify the question itself. Okay, now 6 ohm, 3 ohm are connected in parallel. How many resistors are connected in parallel? Only 2 resistors. When 2 resistors are connected in parallel, numerator multiply the resistor values, denominator add the resistor values. 6 3 are 18, 6 plus 3 9. So you will get 2 ohm resistance. Now draw the network. So this will become 2 ohm and then 18 ohms and then okay, here 10 ohms. Across this combination again 20 ohm is connected. Okay, these are the terminals A and B. Now do you think 18 and 10 are connected in series? Yes, they are connected in series if there is no disturbance. See, this 10 ohm is, this 20 ohm is disturbing for this end-to-end combination. Therefore, you cannot make series of this because some element is disturbing the combination. Okay, now is there any disturbance between 2 ohm and 18 ohm resistance for end-to-end connection? No disturbance. Therefore, you can add the resistor values. So therefore, you can write here these two are connected in series. So series means what? Addition of the resistance. 18 plus 2, 20 ohms. So therefore, the further network will be okay 20 ohm and across 20 ohm. Across this combination another 20 ohm is there. So 20 ohm and here 10 ohm is there. Okay, terminal A and terminal B. This is what the circuit get reduced. Okay, now 20 ohm and 20 ohm are connected in parallel. Which elements? Identical elements. Identical elements are connected in parallel. Therefore, what you will get from that? See, identical elements are connected in parallel. So, what is the formula for identical elements connected in parallel? R effective is R by N. Only for this circuit, only for these two elements, I am applying this formula. Okay, what is identical resistance? 20. Like that, how many elements are identical? 2 elements. 20 by 2, 10 ohms. Like this we can find. Otherwise, if you forget this formula, simply number 2 resistors are in parallel, multiply 2 resistors in the numerator, add the 2 resistor values in denominator. 20 into 20 how much? 400. 20 plus 20, 40. 400 by 40, 10 ohms. So you got same answer. Now 10 ohm and 10 ohm. Now this 10 ohms and 10 ohms are connected in series or parallel? Series. Okay. Now these two are connected in series. So therefore, in series we can add the resistance value. So 20 ohm is the effective resistor. Okay, the answer for this problem is, the final answer is 20 ohms. Got it? So pause the video and then copy down. Pause the video and then copy down. Okay, this is a detailed solution for this problem. See, first I applied identical concept. If you don't know this formula, then you can simply use the basic formula. When two resistors are in parallel, numerator multiply the resistance value, denominator add the resistance values. That gives, this is the final answer. What is the final answer? 20 ohms. So higher is that. Okay, A and B, 20 ohms. Otherwise, we can write the sentence. Effective resistance between terminals A and B is 20 ohms. Okay, got it? So pause the video, then copy down. How strong you know the concept, that much faster you can do the problems. Okay, now question number 3. Okay, terminal A and terminal B. 20 ohm, 20 ohm and 20 ohm. What is the effective resistance between the terminals A and B? Yes, these two are connected in parallel and that answer series with 20 ohm resistance. Very good, your answer is correct, 30 ohms. So 20, these two are connected in parallel, identical elements. Divide by 2, we get 10 ohms. And this answer is, and this one is 20 ohms. So therefore, between terminals A and B, these two are again connected in series. So you should write like this. You put a dotted circles, and this means these two combination connected in series. Series means what? Addition of the resistors. Okay, final answer is 30 ohms. Very good. Okay, some students are given correct answer in the starting itself. That's really nice. Sorry. Next question number 4. So copy down the network neatly, as neat as possible. Okay, 10 ohms, 6 ohm, 6 ohm, 12 ohms, 7 ohm, 1 ohm, 6 ohm, and then 3 ohms. So try to analyze how to solve this problem. Pause the video and copy down. How to solve this problem? Do you think 10 and 6 are in series? No, it cannot be series because this line is disturbing. So you cannot make combination. Now do you think 1 ohm and 6 ohm are in parallel? Sorry, are in series? 1 ohm and 6 ohm are in series? No, because this 3 ohm is disturbing for that end to end connection. Then 6 ohm and 6 ohm are in series? No, because 12 ohm is disturbing for that end to end connection. Suppose if it is not connected, so this is not connected, then these two are connected in series. But in actual network, there is a connection. 12 ohm is disturbing. Similarly, these two are connected in series. This should be not connected between those end-to-end connection. Therefore, this 6 ohm does not have series relation with this two, and this 1 ohm does not have series relation between this two. Okay, got it? Please pause the video, copy down the exact diagram. Okay, guys, look at here. These two are connected in parallel. Okay, now again, these two are connected in parallel. Now these two are connected in series. See, 7 ohm, 1 ohm. Is there any disturbance for end-to-end connection? No disturbance. So 7 plus 1 is series combination. See, now I am finding answer for this. Two resistors are in parallel. Numerator multiply the resistance, denominator add the resistance. 12 6 is 72. 12 plus 6 18. 72 by 18 how much? 4 ohms. Very good. Then 6 into 3 divided by 6 plus 3. 18 by 9 is equal to how much? 2 ohms. Now 7 plus 1 is how much? 8 ohms. Now draw the network. After reducing, draw the network. Okay, 10 ohm. Okay, 6 ohm. What is this? 10 ohms. Okay. I am writing effective of this. What is effective of this? 4 ohms. Okay, that I written here. Then what is effective of that combination? 8 ohms. 8 ohms. The next. What is the effective combination of this? 2 ohms. Okay, I written. Now I written 2 ohms. Now these two are connected in series. Very good. And these two are connected in series. No disturbance for end to end. Therefore, you can decide those two are connected in series. Okay, this is terminals A and B. So 10 ohms. What is the answer? 6 plus 4? 10 ohms. 8 plus 2? 10 ohms. And this 10 ohms. Terminal A and B. Now this 10 ohm and 10 ohm are connected in what? Parallel. So these two are connected in parallel. Okay, parallel identical elements. What is the answer? 10 by 2. Identical resistance system. How many elements are identical? 2 elements are identical. So 10 by 2 is how much? 5 ohms. Now read the network. So A and B, okay, 10 ohms, 5 ohms and 10 ohms. Now 10 ohm, 5 ohm and 10 ohm all are connected in series. Why means no disturbance for end to end connection. Finishing end of first resistor connected to starting end of second. Finishing end of second resistor connected to starting end of third resistor. So all are connected in series. All are connected in series. Therefore, final answer is effective resistance between terminals A and B 10 plus 5 15. 15 plus 10 25 ohms. So final answer is 25 ohms. You can write the circuit or otherwise you can write RAB is equal to 25 ohms. Okay, got it? So pause the video, then copy down. Okay, fine. Okay, now take next problem. Question number 5. Okay, similar problem I will give. See, once you are familiar with this type of problems, so you can easily find, okay, whatever you require. Okay, 10 ohms, 20 ohms, 15 ohm, 7 ohm, 1 ohm, 6 ohm, 3 ohm, 6 ohm and 12 ohm. You need to find effective resistance for this particular network. But in actual DC circuit, what they will ask means, they will ask what is voltage across this 3 ohm resistor, okay, and they will give some supply voltage, they will give a network, and they will ask what is voltage across 3. In order to find that, you must know the current flowing in the 3 ohm resistance. That current into resistance you get voltage, okay. For that purpose, we require effective resistance. By knowing supply voltage and effective resistance, you can calculate current. Now with the help of that current, you can find current in all other resistors. Okay, got it? Fine. So now it is similar to the previous problem. 6 ohm, 3 ohm. Okay, parallel. 6 into 3 divided by 6 plus 3. 18 by 9. How much? 2 ohms. Okay, series. 8 ohm. Now 6 and 12 ohms. Parallel. 6 into 12 divided by 6 plus 12. 72 by 18. You will get 4 ohms. Now draw the network. These two are not connected in series because 7 ohm is disturbing. These two are not connected in series because 15 is disturbing. Okay, got it? Now draw the circuit. Now redraw the network. See, keep in mind, effective resistance is only one resistor between the terminals. So 10 ohm, 20 ohm and 10 ohm. Okay, 15 ohm. Okay, 6 ohm. What is the answer for this combination? 4 ohm. Okay, that is connected here. Then 7 plus 1 is 8 ohm. Then what is the combination of this? 2 ohms. Okay, this is the reduced network. Now these two are in series. 4 plus 2, 10 ohms. Now these two are in series. You must write the word series. What is the answer? 10 ohms. Okay. Series 10 ohms, series 10 ohms. Now redraw the network again. So terminal A and B. Okay, 10 ohm, 20 ohm and 10 ohms. 15 ohm, 10 ohms. And 10 ohms. See now, this 10 ohms and 10 ohms, I written here. Okay, 10 ohms and 10 ohms. What about this again? These two are in parallel. So 10 by 2 is equal to 5 ohms. Now write the circuit again. Okay, 10 ohm, 20 ohm, 10 ohms, okay, 15 ohms. Okay, 10 ohms and 10 ohms are connected in parallel. What is the effective answer? 5 ohms. Okay, now 15 and 5 are connected in series. Now 15 and 5 are connected in series. Therefore, what is 15 plus 5? 20 ohms. So what is the next network? So 10 ohm. Okay, 20 ohms. Okay, 10 ohms, and here again 20 ohm is there. Okay, 20 ohms. Okay, 10 ohm, 10 ohm, I written here, 20 ohm is here, and this combination I written here. Okay, now 20, 20 are connected in parallel. Okay, now 20, 20 are connected in parallel. What is the effective resistance of this? Identical. 20, 20 parallel is 20 by 2, 10 ohms. So therefore, next the circuit will be look like this. So 10 ohms and 10 ohms. Okay, got it? 10 ohms, 10 ohms. This answer 20 parallel 20, that gives 5 ohms, sorry, 10 ohms. Now all are connected in series. 10 plus 10 plus 10, 30 ohms. What is the answer? So the final answer is between A and B. The answer is 30 ohms. Otherwise, we can write like this: RAB is equal to 30 ohms. Okay, guys, got it? Okay, pause the video, then copy down. Okay, fine. We can go to next problem. So I will solve another few problems, so that you are very comfortable how to find effective resistance. Next, question number 6. Copy down the network. So this is terminal A and this is terminal B. Okay, 4 ohms. Okay, 2 ohm, 2 ohm, 6 ohm, 4 ohm, and 2 ohm. Okay, what is the effective resistance? See guys, 2 ohms and 2 ohms. Is there any disturbance for those two elements? No disturbance. So therefore you can decide these two elements are connected in series. And 6 ohm, 4 ohm and 12 ohm. These all are connected in series. Okay. But this and this are not connected in series because 6 ohm is disturbing here. If you think 4 and 6 are in series, this 2 ohm is disturbing. Okay. So now 2 plus 2 is 4 ohms. Okay, 4 ohms. Okay, 4 ohms. 6 plus 4, 10. 10 plus 2, 12 ohms. Okay, between A and B, this is the network. Now, these two are connected in parallel. These two are connected in parallel. Very good. So, parallel. Two resistors are different. We can multiply. 12 into 4 divided by 12 plus 4. 12 4 is 48. 12 plus 4 is 16. 48 by 16 is 3 ohms. Now, connected. Okay, 4 ohm and 3 ohm. 4 ohm, 3 ohm, resistor A and B. Now these two are connected in series. Very good. So therefore, effective resistance is 4 plus 3 is 7 ohms. Or you can write like this. So between A and B, answer is 7 ohms. See, you can write resistor like this. Otherwise, you can write a box. Okay, both are correct. So you can write whichever is convenient for you. Okay. So pause the video and then copy down. Copy down first. Okay. So like the video, share to your friends as much. Share all your classmates of other colleges. Okay, next question. So copy down as neat as possible. Okay, 2.1 ohms, 1.9 ohms. Okay, 6 ohm, 3 ohm. Okay, 6 ohm, 8 ohm, okay, 8 ohms, and this one is 20 ohms. These are the terminals A and B. How to approach this problem? Okay, see, directly don't take this and this are connected in series. See, lot of disturbance here for that end to end connection. So unable to. So there is no series combination between that. Now think about internal circuit. So what about this? See, is 2.1 and 1.9. Any disturbance here? No disturbance. They are connected in series. 2.1 plus 1.9, how much? 2 plus 1, 3. 0.9.1, 1. So 3 plus 1, 4 ohms. This I got 4 ohm as an answer. Now these two are connected in parallel. So 6 3 job. 6 into 3 divided by 6 plus 3. 18 by 9 is equal to how much? 2 ohms. Now draw the network. Now draw the reduced network. So by drawing, so we get like this: 6 ohm, 2 ohm, and 8 ohm, and then here 20 ohm, and then again 4 ohms. What is that 4 ohm? This is reduced to 4 ohms. This is reduced to 2 ohms. Then I return the network. That's it. Now you see the internal. Now 6 and 2 series 8 ohm. Okay. So this is 8 ohms. Okay. Now draw the network once again. 8 ohms. 8 ohms. And then 4 ohms. And then 20 ohms. terminal A and terminal B. See now, 8 ohm, 8 ohm and 4 ohm are connected in parallel. So what is the effective resistance? What is the effective resistance? So you can say parallel 1 divided by 1 by 8 plus 1 by 8 another plus 1 by 4. This gives 2 ohm as an answer. How I done means I used identical concept. 8 and 8 are in parallel, identical. Two elements are identical. 8 by 2, 4 ohms. Now again, that 4 ohm and this 4 ohm, again identical. How many identical? Two elements are identical. 4 by 2, 2 ohms. So this get reduced to 2 ohms. So therefore, so 20 ohm is here and 2 ohm is here. Effective resistance between A and B is the effective resistance between terminal A and B. Now these two are connected in series or parallel. Very good, series. Very good. So these two are connected in series. So what is the answer? 20 plus 2 is 22 ohms. Okay. So the effective resistance between the terminals is 22 ohms. See, this big network is become one resistor. That is 22 ohms. Got it? Fine. So pause the video and then copy down. Okay, next is question number 8. Question number 8. One resistor. Okay, another resistor connected like this, and one more resistor. So terminal A and terminal B. All this network is having same resistance. R and R. What is the effective resistance? Now I not given any values. What you will get in terms of R, you will get answer. See now, draw the network. Pause the video and then draw the network. See now, R and R. This is connected in parallel. These are also connected in parallel. These two are connected in parallel. How means? Look at here. The same network. I can draw like this. Can I draw like this? Okay, it's correct. So now join this, join all this, and then join this. Earlier what it is? It is expanded. See, it is expanded. So now you can draw like this. Now it is connected. Okay. See now this everything is connected now. Same thing we can draw like this. Okay, got it? Now you can easily say the answer. What is the effective resistance of this? Identical elements, R by 2. What is the effective of this? All are connected in parallel, identical, R by 3. What is this? R by 2. Okay, now R by 2, R by 3, R by 2, R. All are connected in series. So series means add all the resistance. R plus R by 2 plus R by 3 plus R by 2 plus R by 2 plus R. R by 2 plus R by 2, how much you will get? R only. Half plus half is 1 plus R by 3 plus R. Then finally what it becomes? 3R plus R by 3. What is LCM? 3. 3R into 3, 9R plus R by 3 into 3, R only. 9R plus R, 10R by 3. So final answer is 10 by 3 R or 10R by 3. Got it? So same thing we can write like this. A and B. We have 10 by 3 R. Got it, guys? Understood? Okay, fine. Very good. Next question number 9. Pause the video and then copy down. Don't be hurry. Don't forward the video. Basics are very important. Okay, next, last question. Okay, now this is some different network. Okay, these are the terminals A and B. You should find effective resistance between terminals A and B. So I'll give the values 2 ohm, 2 ohm, 2 ohm, 2 ohm, 2 ohms, 2 ohms, 2 ohms, and 2 ohms. Okay, and finally this is also 2 ohms. Everything is 2 ohms only. Okay, find the effective resistance. How to identify? Now I written little complicated circuit. How to find effective resistance? Okay, identify which elements are connected in series. Do you think 2 ohm and 2 ohm are in series? No, lot of disturbance. But 2 ohm and 2 ohm, is there any disturbance here? No disturbance. Okay, therefore these two are connected in series. First copy the original question because I am modifying in this. So 2 ohm are connected in series. What is the effective resistance? 4 ohms. What is the effective resistance? 4 ohms. Guys, make a small changes. Okay, this one you make it 4 ohms. Okay, in the original question. Okay, here I written 2 ohms, here you write 4 ohms. This also you write 4 ohms. Rest everything is correct. Okay, need not to worry. Next, 2 ohm and 2 ohm are in series. Yes, they are connected in series because no disturbance. I can add the resistance. What is this answer? 4 ohms. Now, 4 ohms and 4 ohms, 4 ohms and 4 ohms are connected in what? Are connected in what? Series. Sorry, parallel. Sorry, parallel. 4 parallel 4, how much you get? 4 parallel 4. Identical resistors are connected in parallel. What is the answer we get? Okay, 2 ohms. Now, 4 parallel 4. Now, this 4 parallel 4 identical elements are in parallel. What is the effective resistance? 4 by 2. So, therefore, you will get 2 ohms. Okay, now again 2 ohms and 2 ohms are connected in parallel. Sorry, series. Okay. Now the network will be like this. So terminal A and terminal B, resistor. Okay, what I written 2 ohms, 2 ohms, 2 ohms, 2 ohm, 2 ohm, and 2 ohm. What I should write further? These two are connected in series. So add the resistance value. Okay, what is the resistance value? We get 4 ohms. Okay, now this 4 ohm and 2 ohms, 4 ohms and 2 ohms are connected in parallel. What is the answer? You will get numerator multiply 4 into 2 divided by 4 plus 2. So 8 by 6. What is the answer? 8 by 6 ohms. Now terminal A and terminal B, and this resistor value is 8 by 6 ohm, and this one is 2 ohms, 2 ohms, and then like this. Now these two are connected in series. Add the resistance value. 8 by 6 plus 2. What is the LCM? 6. So 8 plus 12. 8 plus 12 is 20 by 6. 20 by 6 is how much? 10 by 3. So now this gets reduced to 10 by 3. So terminal A and terminal B. So what is this answer? 10 by 3 ohm, and this is 2 ohms. Now these two are connected in parallel. What is the effective resistance? These two are connected in parallel. What is the effective resistance? Multiply 2 into 10 by 3 plus 2 plus 10 by 3. Numerator multiply the resistance, denominator add the resistance value. So this becomes what? 20 by 3. Numerator divided by denominator is how much? Okay. 16 by 3. Denominator will get 16 by 3. 3 2 ja 6. 6 plus 10 16. Now simplify that. So I am going to simplify this here. So 20 by 3 by 16 by 3. 20 by 3 by 16 by 3. Further it becomes 20 by 3 into 3 by 16. 3 get cancelled. What is the answer? 20 by 16 ohms. The final answer is 20 by 16 ohms. Understood, guys? Understand? Very good. Pause the video and then copy down. Pause the video and then copy down. Then finally, last problem. Last problem. Question number 10. Very, very important. And it is homework. I will give idea. You finish that problem. That's it. Okay. Resistor R and R. Resistor R and R. This is the network I given. Then similarly, other side also. R and R. Okay, R1s and R1s. This is terminals A and B. Find the effective resistance. Find the effective resistance. Okay, guys, the answer is RAB is equal to 5 by 11 R. You should get this answer. So put your answer in the comment box. Okay, look at here. I will give idea how to do. R and R are connected in what? Are connected in series. R plus R will become what? 2R. And here also R plus R. You will get 2R. Now 2R and R are connected in parallel. Find the effective resistance. 2R into R divided by 2R plus R. Two resistances are in parallel. Numerator multiply denominator addition. Therefore it becomes what? 2R square divided by 3R. Then finally it becomes 2 by 3R. Now this whole network will become what? 2 by 3R. Same thing this also. Because it is symmetrical network. 2 by 3R. Then what happens? 2 by 3R plus R are connected in series. If you connect in series, you will get one resistor. Okay, that is what? 2 by 3R plus R. You simplify, you get one exact answer. Similarly, these two are also connected in series. 2 by 3R plus R. Do the LCM, you will get one resistor. This resistor, now R are connected in parallel. Okay, so you do the simplification. Finally, at the end, you will get 5 by 11 R. Okay, got it, guys? So, like the video, share the video, and subscribe to my channel. So, I will be uploading regular lectures on basic electrical engineering. Okay, same as VTU syllabus. Okay, so next lecture number 5, I am going to solve problems on DC circuits. Okay, guys, have a nice day. Okay, take care. Bye bye.